Today, we will present the last live demo of the Med-X AI application by showcasing its newest features. In our first video, we were able to upload an image and view the preliminary result. In the second video, we showed the functionality of the search bar, viewed the report status, added a doctor's comment, and printed the report. In this last demo, we will show the registration form for signing up as either a patient or a doctor, login sessions for both users, notifications for when there are updates on reports, a profile page, report history, and a friendly result description. As mentioned in the first video, the thorax disease detector is a web app that has a highly trained deep learning model that classifies X-ray images. Let's begin. The login page will show an option to log in as a doctor or a patient. Depending on the type of user, the user will choose the correct login for themselves. We will log in as an existing patient. And then after, we will log in as a doctor. As you can see, there are two input fields required in the sign-in. The patient must enter their email and password. We will use Angela Fernandez's user credentials. For security purposes, we have added an additional layer of security to the password. A user can view the inputted password by clicking on the eye, and then can click it again to hide it once more. Once both credentials are filled in, the user can click on the login button. Once logged in, it will automatically take the user to the dashboard. This is where the last session of the report can be viewed. In this case, we are logged in as Angela Fernandez. We are now viewing her most recent report, which includes the finding, date, report ID, and doctor's comment. In this case, we see that the doctor has not reviewed her report yet, and it's displayed by saying reviewing. The next step after our dashboard would be the Med-X tool. This allows the user to upload an X-ray chest image by dragging and dropping an image onto the Med-X tool, or by clicking on the Browse button to select the image. For this video, we will use the Browse button to select an image. Once the image has been selected, the user must submit the image by clicking on the Submit button. Soon after, they will see a loading screen, which indicates the image is being analyzed by the neural network model, and within seconds, the result page is displayed. Angela's diagnosis is atelectasis. We can also see a Submit Report button. When we click on the Submit Report button, a unique report ID is generated, and the report is submitted to the database and to the doctor's portal as well. A message pops up displaying that the status of the report is reviewing, and then its unique report ID, which in this case is 9. Once you click OK, you are redirected to the dashboard page. As you can see, this report is given the report ID of 9. Additionally, there is a review status bar showing reviewing, meaning that it still has to be validated by a doctor. In order for Angela to view her past reports, she can click on either the Report tab or use the search bar. We will be using the search bar to demonstrate. As you can see, there is an existing report listed, showing the report ID, diagnosis, reviewed status, and date. Angela might even want to look up her reports by date. In this case, she can type in the date of her report into the search bar. Right, as you can see, she has one report for May 6th, 2024. Furthermore, Angela can use the search bar to look up reports viewed and validated by doctors. When she types reviewed into the search bar, it lists all the reports that have been reviewed. When she types in reviewing, it lists all the reports that need to be validated by a doctor and pending for validation. As a quick glance of all reports she has submitted, Angela can click on the Report tab. The reports are shown as thumbnails with their respective report ID, diagnosis, and report status. When clicked on, you will see the report details. At this time, Angela may choose to print this preliminary report. However, it still needs to be validated by a doctor. In order to print the report, she will click on a print report. In the print window, one can see that the status of the report is reviewing, meaning that the report has been submitted to the database, but a doctor has not reviewed it yet. Consequently, a doctor's message is missing. Once a doctor has reviewed the report, their message will be displayed. And here is an example of a printed report. We have Angela. We have report 9 with Angela's name, atelectasis, the friendly definition, the medical term, and a report status of reviewing. Angela may wish to update her personal information in the application to ensure she isn't missing anything important. In order to do so, she will click on the profile icon and select the profile button. Angela may update her name, date of birth, sex, contact information. Once she is satisfied with the updated information, she will click on Submit. A pop-up message will appear, letting the user know that the information has been updated. After clicking OK, the user may choose to close the application or log out. We will now log out. Now that we have viewed the user interface as a patient, we will now see it from the perspective of a doctor. This time, we will log in as an existing doctor. As you can see, the same 2 input fields are required to sign in. We will use Patricia Norman's user credentials. The same level of security is seen in the doctor's portal. The user can view the inputted password by clicking on the eye and clicking it again to hide it. The dashboard looks almost identical to that of the patient. However, the doctor is viewing the most recent report updated to the database. The doctor sees the report ID, diagnosis, a doctor's message, comment section, as well as the reviewed status bar. This report still needs validation. Just like the patient, a doctor may upload an image, and to do so, they would click on Med-X-er. The report gallery for the doctor shows all the thumbnails for with their respective report ID, diagnosis, and status for every patient. This can be daunting to sort through when there are so many patients. So when trying to find a report for a specific patient, luckily the search bar allows the doctor to search a report by ID, medical term, or date. The doctor can filter the reports by date, only viewing the reports for a given date. In this example, the doctor is viewing the list of reports for April 8th. The doctor may also type in a medical term. And view a list of all the reports with that specific diagnosis. In this case, we are seeing that there are 2 reports for lung opacity. Furthermore, a doctor can use the unique report ID and type that into the search bar. Report 8 gives us lung opacity as its diagnosis, and one can see that this report still needs reviewing. Lastly, a doctor can filter the reports by report status, distinguishing between reports that need validation versus reports that have been validated already. In order for a doctor to validate and provide a comment, the doctor needs to select a report. In this case, the doctor will click on the report that we have uploaded as a patient earlier in this video. He may do so by clicking the report shown in the search bar or by clicking the gallery. As you can see, this is report 19, and it is now displayed on the doctor's portal. Once the doctor is viewing the report, they may provide a comment. So please contact me. Before updating the report, they would click on update, update report, and a pop-up message will be displayed indicating that the comment has been submitted. Once the doctor has validated the updated report, they will automatically be taken to the dashboard. The doctor's message is now displayed. Please contact me. Additionally, the status of the report is now changed to reviewed. Upon closer inspection, you will notice that the bell icon now has a purple dot next to it. This indicates that a change has been made. When Dr. Norman clicks on the notification icon, she will see that the report has been updated. It gives her the report ID, the time it was changed, the report status, and the comment she just provided. A doctor may also choose to update their personal information. But before we look at that, let's look at the notification that the patient gets. So on the left, we are seeing Dr. Norman, and on the right, we are seeing Dr. Norman, and on the right, we are seeing Angela Fernandez, our patient. You will see that there are two little purple dots, one on the doctor's side and one on the patient side. If we click on the doctor's side, you will see that there is the notification of the report ID that was changed, the date, the report status, and the comment. Now let's look at the patient. That little purple dot for the patient's side shows the same thing, the report ID that was changed, the time, the date, how the report status was changed to review, and the doctor comment that Patricia Norman provided. We will now look at how the doctor and the patient can update their personal information. And they will do so by clicking on the profile icon and then the profile button. As you can see, they are able to change their name, their date of birth, sex, and contact number. Now we will log out from both the doctor and the patient.
Okay, you can continue.
Let me make it bigger, like full screen.
Sorry.
Lastly, imagine you are a new patient and would like to register. We will walk you through the sign up process now. If a patient is not an existing user, we will show you how to register. The first thing a new patient would do is click on patient in the login screen. And then they would click on need an account, sign up. When signing up, the patient would have to fill in these required fields. They must include their name, email address, confirm their email, and create a password. We're going to make a patient called Hector Lopez, give him an email address, confirm his email address, and a temporary password. Once all of the fields are filled in, he would press sign up. But before that, if he wants to view the password he just typed in, he would click on the I to reveal what he just typed in. And then he would click on sign up. If the patient has followed all the registration requirements correctly, a little pop-up message comes up. It was green and it happened really fast, and it said signed up successfully. Furthermore, they are redirected or they are directed to the dashboard. To confirm that they have successfully created their account, they would click on that profile icon. And as you can see, we are in fact logged in as Hector Lopez. Now, let's create an account for the doctor. No, go back. Now, let's quickly show what happens if a new patient tries to register using an existing email address. So let's see what happens. We are going to use Maria Barrios. And she's going to use Hector's email address. Let's see what happens when Maria Barrios tries to use an existing email address. When she clicks sign up, right, she gets an error message. Password must contain an uppercase letter. And it also said this email address is already in use, meaning that two patients cannot share the same email address. In order for Maria Barrios to create her own account, she must use a different email address. So now Maria Barrios is going to put her email address with a different password. Yep, she can click on the I to reveal her password. And she is directed to the dashboard. If we quickly look at the profile icon, we are now logged in as Maria Barrios. We will log out. And now we will attempt the same process, but this time for a doctor. There is a disclaimer for the doctor. In order for a doctor to register, they must be provided with a certified hospital email address. And once they have an accepted email address, they may follow these steps. If they do not, they will be unsuccessful. So now we have clicked on the login for doctor, and we will click on need an account, sign up. When signing up, the doctor would have to fill in the required fields. Again, they must include their name, their email address, confirm their email, and create their own password. In this case, we are creating an account for Bryce Ruiz. If the new doctor has followed all of the registration requirements, once they click sign up, again, that same pop-up right on the top right, it's green, it's small, and it goes by super fast, and it says signed up successfully. Furthermore, they are directed to the dashboard, and as you can see, this new doctor has report 9 displayed in their database. That was the last report we uploaded as a patient, and Dr. Bryce is seeing it on his dashboard. This is the latest report. And now Dr. Bryce can verify the reports in the database and provide comments. To confirm that we are in fact logged in as Dr. Bryce, we're going to go ahead and click on that profile icon button, and we see that it says Bryce Ruiz, and then that we can sign out, log out. To build this current version of the MVP, it took our team 4 sprints. We continuously used Figma as a collaborative design tool. We updated and improved the existing code in Visual Studio Code. This concludes the demo for the thorax disease detector. I hope you find this application valuable. Thank you.